Hello, race fans, and welcome to the iRacing Sunday Night Fever ARCA Series. Here we are at the Windy City 150 here at Chicagoland Speedway. And they're just wrapping up practice here, getting ready to go into the race and go into qualifying, that is. And boy, we got a full field for you tonight here. Looks like we've got 43 cars on hand. And so we just have just a few minutes left here. I want to give a shout out to the league sponsor there, Duda's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You folks there in the Hampton, Virginia area, give them a call there, and he can help you with all your plumbing, heating, and AC needs. Duda's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. No drips allowed. Okay, it looks like the clock is run down now, and we're getting ready to go into the qualifying session here. So we'll get ready to. Of course, it's all you know, all the cars are out on the track at the same time. So we'll just lock in on some folks as we see them come out on track. There's Ismail Phantom Martinez from Sunnyside, Washington, starting his qualifying run. Got a pretty good day out there for racing, folks. 70-degree air temperature. Winds are 10 miles an hour, but track temperatures are 72 degrees. It's a fixed setup. They have two faster pairs, and we got 158 laps in store for you tonight. And we'll just keep the running order here of the, as folks cross the line, you'll be able to see their results on the left-hand side of your screen. Martinez making his way out of turn 4 there. I believe this will be the start of his timed run. He doesn't have a lap yet. We got a lot of cars there. We're going to restart that software there. There he goes down to complete his first timed lap. I believe they get 2 laps. And actually, it looks like he's shutting it down here. We should be able to see that time here momentarily. And you see several cars have completed their laps there. That's Martinez. He had his best was a 31.274. That was 21st best. There's Alec Gadzik. He's 7th fastest with a 30.855. There's a 94, Ryan Sword. He's 11th fastest, 30.919. There's a 12 of Jeff Wimmer. I'm sorry. Looks like he's 17th fastest at the moment with a 31.145. Let's see if he can improve on that time here. He comes down to the line. Let's see if he improves. It looks like he might have aborted that lap there. He stays at the 31.152. See, there's the 93 of Jason Ricketts. He's 20th fastest with a 31.219. Oh, and he ends up sliding there, so he won't be able to complete that second hot lap. So that's that time will be the one he has to stay with there. And there's Brian Chu in the 95 car. It looked like he's 8th fastest with 30.855. And I don't see anybody else on track, so it looks like it might be done with qualifying here. Let's see how much time is left. Yep, less than 10 seconds to go. So we'll get ready to wrap that up and switch over to the race session here. They're waiting for folks. They're going to start coming out on pit road. As they make their way out, we'll go ahead and show you this starting lineup here. On the pole, we have Colin Forrester. Starting second is John Delaney. Third is Charles Gurek. Fourth is Carl Deitch. Fifth is AJ Green. Nick Cannon starting in sixth. Alec Gadzik seventh. Brian Chu eighth. Dean Weeks ninth position. Sean McLaughlin in 10th. 11th is Tommy Boy Taylor. At 12th, we have Ryan Sword. In 13th position, we have Bobby Jean Duda. That's our league sponsor there. Michael Lester at 14th. 15th, S. Daniel Wilkerson. William Brown starting 16th. Eugene Thorne, 17th position. Jeff Wimmer, 18th. 19th, we have Lindsey Lyles. 20th, we have John Ricketts. 21st position, we have Eddie Rivers. Ricky Montgomery is 22nd. 23rd is Ismael Martinez. Lucas Christensen is 24th position. 25th position, we have Robbie Bice. 26th, we have Shane Weldon. 27th, Derek Cook. Albert Hewins, 28th. Gary Armijo, 29th. David Corshane, 30th position. And 31st, Roland Landry. Albert Packard, 32nd. Rhea Ferris, the league owner there, is on 33rd position. 34th is Stuart Dalton. 35th is Bentley Glasser. Brian Dixon is in 36th position. 37th position, we have Seth Warren. Matt Forens, 38th. 39th, Travis Eccles. Gino Morrow is 40th. 41st is Frederick Hofstetter. Mickey Newman. Now, some of these folks, they didn't. A lot of these folks didn't put down qualifying times. Mickey Newman, 42nd, and Robert Ramsey is rounding out the field in 43rd position. The cars make their way along. I see we had some points here. Let's see if I can bring those up. They're not loaded now. We'll let them look at that next week here. I wanted to give you the standings here, but we're going to leave it right here as they make their way around here. Pace car will be coming off here. There he goes, and he shoots down on the pit road. And we got a green flag, and we're racing here at Chicagoland. Oh boy, big pileup. I heard somebody back there got together. I don't know who it was. Maybe everybody's still running. I thought I heard some cars come together. It looks like everybody's going good. Up the front there, John Delaney, he's your leader. Now we got reports Lucas Christensen went off track. In fact, we have showing several cars that were involved some kind of an incident there. Delaney, he's starting to spread out there just a little bit. He's followed by Colin Forrester and Charles Jurek. Carl Deitz in fourth. AJ Green in fifth position. That's your top five. Followed by Alec Gadzik, Sean McLaughlin, Dean Weeks, Brian Chu, and Ryan Sword, your top 10. Of course, that's constantly changing as we say that, except for right up there at the front. These guys, Delaney there and Forrester, they're definitely starting to stretch out from the rest of the pack. They come down now to start lap 4. A little further back, a little bit more action going on back there. There's Alec Gadzik. He's battling with AJ Green for that 5th spot. And boy, they're in a tight battle right there. Oh, and the 7 gets into 3. Oh my goodness, he was able to save it. Keep it from going back up on the track and collecting other cars. Great save there by Gazdick. And boy, I tell you, he's able to continue on. Now that did drop him down the order, down to about 13th position. Now he's back there. He's got Michael Lester for company. Meanwhile, up the front, Delaney, he's continuing to race along here. Looks like he's able to maintain that lead there, but second place Colin Forrester is trying to get up. Oh no, and he gets into the wall there a little bit. And I have to apologize for these graphics, folks. My graphics are really lagging for some reason. Tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever broadcast a field that had 43 cars in it. The iRacing software seems to be running fine, but for whatever reason, the graphics aren't keeping up with what you're seeing on the screen. But now it's just showing, it's just getting to Delaney there. We're not even on him at the moment. We're going to have to research that and figure out what's going on there. But here at lap 10, Delaney is your leader, and right now we're looking at Colin Forrester there. He's currently running a second position. A little further back, the 4 car of William Brown. We're just going to clear that out for right now because that's not even showing us, you know, the right information. So we're just going to take that off the screen here. We're looking at the 4 machine of William Brown there. He's being chased by AJ Green in the 07 car. A little further back is the 95 Brian Chu. He's running in the 9th position. There's the 46 down on the apron. Don't know if they're getting ready to go into pits or not, but looks like Alec Gazdick went right on by Brian Chu there. Picked up that 9th position. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Lindsay Lyles in the 1 car. She's running 14th position. In Chicagoland, that's a nice track to race on, nice wide track. Plenty of opportunities to race side by side. And plenty of places to decide if you want to try to make a pass. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Shane Weldon in the 88 machine. He's currently running in the 18th position. Man, that's a beautiful paint job there. He's trying to chase down Eugene Thorne in that 28 car, the Tide machine. Let's look a little further back. There's Ricky Montgomery. He's running in the 21st position. He's chasing the 93 of Jason Ricketts. It looked like he's about to be overtaken there by the 13 car. That's Ismael Martinez. Martinez manages to make the pass on the 22. And that puts him up to the 21st position. Delaney, he continues to lead, followed by Colin Forrester, Charles Jurek, and Carl Dykes and AJ Green, your top 5. And we'll continue to move on through the field here. There's the 20 car Gino Morrow. He's running in 24th position. Got a lot of cars running the battle right there. He's battling with that 43 of Brian Dixon. There's the 55, Albert Hewins, right behind them. And he's battling with the 15 there, David Corshane. Corshane trying to complete that pass, battling for that 24th spot. He's going to take that low line around. Looks like he's going to get it. Let's run a little further back here. There's Stuart Dalton in the 27 car. He's running 29th. He's being chased by the 86 of Lucas Christensen. Christensen looked like he'll try to make that pass on the high side. No change up the front in the leaders. That's why we're going to go ahead and move on through the field here. See a little further back, there's Dean Weeks in the 5 machine running 34th position. There's the 66 car of Gene Poppy Duda. He's running, I'm sorry, the 66, and he's currently running in the 36th position. Let's take a look up the front here and see how these guys are doing up here. Colin Forrester, he's still trying to chase down John Delaney. It looked like he's right on his bumper there, getting pretty close, about a car length away. Trying to run down that 06 car. Look like he's going to try to make a pass there as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Now lap 24 of 150. Colin Forrester looks like he's going to complete that pass and he'll be a new leader. But here comes the 06 Delaney. Looked like he was going to try to do that over under and might have caught a little bit of apron at the wrong time. And now he's has to deal with the 5 machine there. Actually, that's a lapped car. They're not on the lead lap. Because Charles Jurek is the 34 car. He's in 3rd. That 5 car right there, let's see. That is Dean Weeks running right behind the 06. So Forrester got ahead of Delaney. It looks like he's able to pull away from him there for a while. Okay, we got somebody on pit road. Okay, I think it was Gazdick. I don't know if something happened to him or not. He's making it's only 26 laps. It looks like he's on pit road here and falling down through the order. Look like he's getting 4 tires and fuel there. Is making his way out. And the more cars are starting to come in now. So I believe they're running 50% fuel. So now this may be just some, because we've had 27 laps of green flag running here. So now we're starting to see more cars come into the pits. And also some of your lead cars as well. Looks like Colin Forrester, the 24 car, he's making his way in down pit road. He's getting 4 tires and fuel there for that 24 machine. Down and away. There goes the 13 and the 76. Crowded exit off of pit road there. There's somebody on track there. Who is that? Couldn't see who that was. Going right by him there. And Forrester, he comes out. He's on 18th, showing an 18th position. More green flag pit stops are happening as we speak here. There's Ricky Montgomery in the 22 machine. Oh, he overshot the pit stall. You know, with these green flag pit stops, you definitely don't want to overshoot when it's not a caution, when they're not running pace laps under caution. That'll definitely cost you time on track. Look, got his 4 tires. He's down and away. As the pit stops cycle through, Daniel Wilkerson, right now he's currently your leader. And now he's coming in the pit road, so He stayed out quite a while there. Stayed out 29 laps before he probably had to come in either for fuel or perhaps tires. And we've stayed green, green almost a third of the way through the race. 30 laps complete already. Now, he will eventually get past, I believe, Colin Forrester. He just now picked up the lead once again. And Charles Jurek is behind him with Bentley Glasser in third, Carl Deitz fourth. William Brown now in fifth position. John Delaney is sixth. A.J. Green, well, he was in seventh, and he just got bumped back to eighth. Alec Gazdick just took over that seventh position. They're battling hard for it. Now we saw the three. He got a little turned around earlier by somebody else. We'll see what happens now. Hopefully that won't happen to him again. Those seven getting in these cars, you can't really bump draft in these ARCA cars. That low swept nose, it goes up under that rear bumper really well, and they really they don't draft all that well. Not bumper to bumper. I'm sure there's some folks out there who can do it successfully, but it can be a little risky. There's Seth Warren in the 70 machine, running in ninth, running behind those two. That sun's starting to become a little bit of a problem for them as it starts to set now. They'll have to deal with that as they're coming out of turn 4. We'll ride along with Seth here, and when he comes around turn 4, we'll see how that's looking through his windshield here. Going down the backstretch, and starting to get in his eyes even as they go down the backstretch and going into 3, dead into the sun. The billboards block it there a little bit though, so it's not all the way through turns 3 and 4. They get a little relief once they get around the apex of the turn. Warren currently in 9th position here. Oh, had to gather it up there just a little bit. A little further up, Charles Jurek there in the 34 car, running 3rd. As a lap car to 13 right there in front of him. That's Ismael Martinez. Martinez, he's in the 19th position. You can see that's where Jurek is, and then let's go up here and see where Forrester is. Definitely got a little bit of a gap forming there now. And he's starting to run into some more lap traffic here. As we get closer to the 1/3 mark here, lap 38. About to make it lap 39 as we're starting lap 39 right there. everybody's running along pretty good here, and very, everybody's spaced out pretty much around the track. All of those green flag pit stops went without a hitch, and they cycled right around and continuing along. And as you can see, the field is getting a little spread out there, and so while they're running along here, we're going to take a quick break here, and we will be back here shortly. You're watching the iRacing Sunday Night Fever ARCA Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Come on. Jeez. And we're back here, and still trying to figure out what's going on with these issues here with the graphics, and but we'll continue to call the action for you here. Now, Colin Forrester, he's still your leader, the 24 car. He's followed by Bentley Glazer, Charles Jurek, Carl Deitch, John Delaney's now in 5th position. William Brown is in 6th position. Alec Gazdick is 7th. Seth Warren is 8th position. Jeff Wimmer is 9th. AJ Green rounds out the top 10. Lindsey Lyles in 11th position, followed by 12th place Brian Chu. Eugene Thorne is in 13th. Gino Morrow is in 14th position. We're on lap 49, just about to hit the 1/3 mark here in this 150 lap event. A little further back in the field, there's Daniel Wilkerson in the 78 car. He's currently running in 15th position. Now just past the 1/3 mark here, lap 51 of 150. There's your leader, Colin Forrester. Now you can see cars from 15th position on down are one lap down, at least one lap down. So right now we're going to follow the cars that are on the lead lap. Right now we're showing 14 cars on the lead lap. Colin Forrester there, and there's Bentley Glacier in second position. We have someone else on pit road already. Looks like it's Ismael Martinez. Coming in another green flag pit stop. I think green flag pit stops are going to be the order of the day, folks. Martinez is 2 laps down. Making his way back out here. More cars starting to come in. There's AJ Green, the 07 machine, making his way down to his pit box. And several more cars are coming in here. A little further back in the field, there's Charles Deitch back in 15th position. Now he was running further up in the field earlier. Now he's back to 15th. Now he's showing 1 lap down. Now that may be because of the green flag pit stops here. Now he did just pit on lap 53. That was actually his first time pitting, I believe. Actually, that might have been his second because no, we restarted the software here and it's only reading what it's recorded up to this point. And the field continues to all the positions are really just changing a lot. In fact, your leader, he's now come in, John Delaney. He's on pit road. Both him and William Brown. And as they cycle around, that puts Lindsay Lyles up to the point here, lap 57. And she's got lapped cars around her, but she'll have to stop here before too long, I'm sure. as the cycle process continues. Yeah, here she comes now, relinquishing the lead. Oh, getting on the binders there. Try not to get that speeding penalty. I think she might have got down there, slowed down in time. Now that hands the lead to the 41 of Bentley Glaser. And making his way around some lapped cars. Glaser, wow, he started at around 40th. He moved up 40 positions. He started almost dead last. And now he made, let's see, looking at here, it says he stopped on lap 54. So, and we're on lap 59. So, wow, he's doing pretty good here. Really made his way up through the field. There was Lindsey Lyles coming back on track. Glaser trying to get around his way around the 76 car there. That was Newman. Now he's got 4.3 second gap over Colin Forrester, who's led a good portion of this race. So now it'll be a question of whether or not Forrester can run him down. And right now it's kind of hanging around 4.2. It's getting close to being 4.3 seconds. They're running into a bunch of traffic here. He's got Rivers, Lindsey Lyles there in front of him. Now Delaney is right behind him there, like literally right behind him, and they're going to try to make their way through this field. Delaney about 0.88 of a second there behind Forrester. And they're just weaving their way through the traffic. Now you see a lot of the colors on the screen there, different colors. The drivers with the yellow background, they're considered rookies to the league, and Forrester being one of them. Now the drivers with the green background, they have transferred over. You have to either win a race or under circumstances, whatever it is you have to do in their league rules to transfer to the truck series. So they have graduated to the truck series already. Then you see some drivers there with the orange background. Those are elite members there of the league. They're not rookies, but they have yet to transfer. They have yet to win a race or do what they need to do to transfer to the truck series. Because it's a ladder system here. They start with the ARCA cars, and then you graduate to the truck series, and then from there you move on to Cup. Forrester getting through all that traffic in 06. Delaney is right there, and he makes his way through as well. And now it's time for him to start to battle Forrester for that second position. But you know what? While they're battling, Bentley Glaser, he's opened up a 5-second gap now. They've been battling through all that traffic. And I mean, wow. I mean, like I said, he came up from starting 40th or 41st position, moved up 40 spots and into the lead. And And he's definitely he's pulling. Look how he's pulling away. Now he's got those some lap cars behind him, and he's over 2 seconds ahead of those. But he is definitely once he managed to get to the front, he definitely is the class of the field. I want to give out a shout out to our folks in the chat. Thank you for coming in and watching. The Trooper 865 is always a good time to watch some racing. Yeah, I agree with that. Bentley Glazer continues to lead here on lap 68. Let's move a little further back in the field. There's William Brown running in the 6th position. Now he's got Gazdick right behind him, and they've got lap cars around them. Brown in the 4, Gazdick in the 3 car. That's the 12 car directly behind them. That's Jeff Wimmer. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's the 95 of Brian Chu. Just inside the top 10. Now he's battling with Lindsey Lyles there in that 1 car. Lyles right in front of him there. AJ Green is directly behind him in the 07 car. A lot of battling going on all throughout this field, and boy, we're about 5 laps from the halfway point here. Now that gap up at the front is starting to come down. I mean, well, it's come down just a little bit. I mean, it was 5 seconds. Now it's it's fluctuating between 4.7, 4.8 for Bentley Glazer. And so that we'll see if he can maintain that pace ahead of John Delaney and Colin Forrester. Delaney and Forrester, there they are right there. Delaney's got a little bit of daylight between him and the 24 car there as they go around some more lap traffic. The sun starting to become less and less of a problem at all, really. Forrester pulls right up behind Delaney here. Nice battle for that 2nd position. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's AJ Green in the 10th spot. Now, these cars are a lap down here. AJ Green, Lindsey Lyle, Brian Chu, they're still battling it out there. Lyles in 9th, Green in 10th, Brian Chu in 11th position. And right behind them, Gino Morrow, he's in 12th. He's got Eugene Thorne right behind him, trying to catch the 20 machine. Then we have Frederick Hofstetter running in the 14th spot. He's about 1.3 seconds behind Eugene Thorne. Got the look like lap car Weldon there. I believe that's the 88. He just went on by there. He's no point in him battling him. There's in fact, there's several lap cars going on by there. There's Weldon by Dalton. Duda's right behind him. Still about 1.5 seconds behind the 99. A little further back, there's Lucas Christensen in the 86 car. He's at 16th position, 1 lap down. Pretty well. Let's see. Most of the cars are 1 lap down, except for from 18th on back, Ryan Sword, Travis Eccles, Stuart McLaughlin, and Mickey Newman. They're at 21st position, and then the other cars are either that many laps down or further down. But right now, we're showing you the top 20 here. Top 21, I'm sorry. But we can still jump back further in the field. There's a league sponsor there, Poppy Jean Duda, making his way onto pit road, running at 27th position. Right now, he's 4 laps down. And we just went past the halfway mark, now on lap 77 of 150. And he hits his marks good. Looks like it'll be 4 tires and fuel for the 66. He's down and away. Looks like at the moment, he's going to re-enter in 29th position. Some leaded cars are going by. Now he's actually showing 30th. And all the cars that are passing him right now are either on the lead lap or laps ahead of him. Right now, he doesn't have anyone challenging for that 30th spot. That would be Michael Lester. He's on the same lap as Poppy there, but now he just come into the relative there. He's 2.5 seconds behind the 66. More drivers now on pit road. There's Brian Chu. Just finished getting his left sides on. He's down and away. There's Eddie. I think I was trying to lock on Eddie Rivers there. Eddie Rivers making his way out. The 41, Bentley Glazer, continuing to lead here, lap 80 of 150. But that gap has shrunk, folks, now just under 3 seconds. John Delaney is slowly running him down. Now he's got some lap cars between him and Colin Forrester. Forrester is right behind those guys, just about a second behind him. There he is, and there's Forrester. Looked like Forrester getting ready to come on pit road from the looks of it. Yep, here he comes there, pitting here on lap 81. So Forrester, Jurek is also coming in, and looks like Carl Dice is also coming in the Pepsi machine. As they come in and the leader is out there. Oh, and here he comes. He went one more lap. Oh, and he went. Oh, that might be a problem. And he disappeared. I wonder what happened. He went on the outside of the. Not sure what happened to Glazer there. Wow. Did he lose his connection? He might have. We're not showing him. He's still showing. Yep, it's showing him as out. Wow. And he went around the outside of that cone coming into the pits, but I think maybe he lost his connection, folks, because you can see in the timing and scoring there, he's showing out. And that's a telltale sign right there. When somebody loses their connection, we'll go ahead and lock on the current leader. That would be John Delaney. Boy, I tell you, that is just a bad break there. Wow. Bentley Glazer falling down the order, now 13th, 1 lap down, and don't know if it's still showing him as out. If he was on pit road, it would show him as such, but I really think he lost his connection there. And well, I tell you, that's one thing about online racing, and that's, hey, the technology. As you can see, we're having some problems, and the drivers, they can have problems on track as well. On any given day, something can happen with your internet, and it's just something you just don't have any control over. And at least not right in that moment. While, obviously you can't do anything while you're racing along. But, man, that is a tough break there. And looks like he's falling further down here. And he's continuing to fall through the field. So now John Delaney is your leader. Yeah, he's got lapped cars both in front and behind him there. William Brown is showing in second position. He's showing a lap down though. Now Delaney, he pitted on lap 56. You would think he's going to have to stop here before too long, because just about the whole field, the whole field is lapped now, and Brown just came in on pit road. There's Brown there, just got his tires and fuel. He's down and away. So you would think Delaney is going to have, here he comes, yep. And now the field will cycle around, and these guys will come around the track, and a lot of them will get their lap back and then some. We'll see how far Delaney falls. Now Brown, he's on the back stretch. Delaney still has to creep down pit road to get to his pit stall. And you know it's going to take a few seconds to get those tires on. Brown's coming out of turn 4. He knows he's coming. He's down and away. In fact, Forrester is ahead of Brown. I think Forrester just went by. Yeah, he did. So that put and Delaney trying so hard to get out of the pits. Oh, man, he lights him up, gets sideways, and still saves it. You know he was trying his best to get in there and get those tires and fuel and gone and maintain that lead. But that would have been a big ask to try to do that. The track is just not big enough for that. And, of course, if they had a caution, then, yeah, he would have been sitting pretty then. He would have had all the time in the world to get out and maintain the lead. But as it stands, he's back to second place. Colin Forrester, once again, is your leader. And not a lot of competition for him right this moment. Lapped cars both in front and behind him. Field is actually... somebody spun, and now I think they have a rule in this league, like they normally won't throw the flag unless it's multiple cars or something that's really gonna, pose a danger to the lead lap cars. And so now, boy, that caution came out, I would say a couple of laps too late for John Delaney there. He would have loved to seen that. Who is that in front of him? Somebody's tore up. Is that Lindsay Lyles? Looks like that's Lindsay Lyles, I see. Yeah, she's showing, heavy damage on the one car. She's going to have to use a fast repair. I believe they have, I want to say they have 2 fast repairs. Let's look at that again. And, yeah, they do have 2 fast repairs. So she will try to limp that one car around, and when pit road opens, now she's not on the lead lap, so I don't think she'll be able to go into the pits right when it first opens for the lead car. So hopefully her engine won't expire on her. We'll see what happens here. She's catching up to the back of the field here. Body parts rubbing on the ground. Like Lindsay Lyle, looks like Poppy Jean Duda is also involved in that. Actually, no, his is showing lap 85, so that might have been, this might have just been, there were multiple cars spinning. Let's see where Duda is. I'm looking for him throughout the field here. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. There he is right there. Duda, he's on pit road. Boy, man, that 66 car is tore up pretty good. Now, he might be towing in. Don't know. He might be towing in. That's why he's still sitting there, because otherwise he would have used that fast repair already. And hopefully he's got it checked, so once they finish towing him in, it'll immediately fix the car, and he'll be on his way. And let's see, where's Lindsay at? Is she still going, or is she still going around the track? I believe. There she is now, making her way down the pit road, or trying to anyway. They're on the. I think she's slowing down to let the lead cars by. Race control probably giving her instructions where to fall in line there. Now while she's waiting to get in line here, she should be pretty sure she'll be coming on pit road. Here she comes now. That front tire is not turning at all. So we should see her using several cars on pit road. Should see her obviously use a fast repair. And boom, just like that, she's back up and running. She has one more, and she's made it over 3/4 of the way through the race. So, or made it halfway at least, I would say. You know, just about 3/4, about 8 laps shy. But she does have one more fast repair in the back pocket, should she need it. Let's go back and let's look at that and see if we can see what happened. We'll try to pull that up on the instant replay here. Okay, it looked like she was already, let's run that back a little bit. We're going to slow it down. She was going on the outside of the 5, and oh, she's already starting to lose it there. Oh, it cuts right across the 5, luckily not to collect him, and now she's she didn't overcorrect so that it would shoot up on the track. That's good control there for Lindsay there. She holds it down on the apron. Still struggling to maintain control of that car, and it does eventually go up to the wall, and boom, pancakes the side of the wall. That's what tore up her right front there, suspension. Now she's kind of just along for the ride. And I don't believe anybody else was involved with her in that impact, but we did have some other folks, Poppy Jean Duda. Let's look at his and see what happened there. Oh, that's what happened to him. We just caught the tail end of it. Let's run that back, and we'll slow it down here. She was spinning and just turning back around, and he just did clip the one car, and she might not have had a lot of steering control as that right front was destroyed. And oh man, Poppy Duda, he was just in the wrong place, and he collects the 4 car. And once you start spinning, there's not much you can do. You're spinning like a top out there, and that's what happened there. And that's what precipitated that caution. And we'll go ahead and take it live here. So everybody's still running here. Should be live. Let's take that back live. Here, lap 94. Lyle, she's running, and let's see. Duda, where is he at? Is he out on track yet? Let's go back and look and see if we can find him here. He's still on pit road, unfortunately, and don't know if he's going to make it back out or not. We'd like to see him back out there for sure. And all the excitement, Carl Deitz, he is now your leader. Now they waved off the restart. We're going to get one more time here. So it'll be at least one more pace lap, and we'll see if the lights go out next time around. Deitz is your leader. He's followed by Charles Jurek right there in the 34 car. Colin Forrester, there he is in the 24. And John Delaney, you know, you saw him earlier, and he's been battling to get up there. Now he's right up there, fourth position. And they're followed by Seth Warren. That rounds out your top five there. Alec A. Money Gazdick, he's running in this sixth position. Followed by Sean McLaughlin there in seventh. Gino Morrow, he's in the eighth spot. Then we have Frederick Hofstetter in the ninth. AJ Green rounds out the top 10. And following there is the 95 of Brian Chu. Followed by the 28 of Eugene Thorne. Now he's according to timing and scoring, he's the last car on the lead lap, and then the next car would be Ismael Martinez, showing one lap down in the 13th position. Then we have Ryan Sword, the 94 car, in 14th. He's followed by the 77 of Matt Forns, 15th position. And we're racing once again. Here we go. Back up to your leader. Boy, they're right there with him too, folks. Man, it's about to be almost 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. Boy, they're battling hard for that lead. Forrester wants it. Looks like he's just about has it. Man, it's tight. He managed to make his way through there and pick up that lead once again. John Delaney trying to hang in there with the 24 car. Seth Warden right there behind him. Oh, and he's got some problems, and he collects the 9. He must have made contact with the wall and couldn't maintain control of the car. Oh, and there must be other, I wonder if there are other cars involved. Let's see. Yeah, there's the 9 right there. Let's see anybody else. I don't see anybody else. Look like they've stopped. They just went ahead and threw the caution anyway. Wow, we went about 3/4 of the way through the race, and now, well, you know, sometimes that happens, folks. When it starts getting close to the end of the race, folks are going to start getting up on the wheel and getting a little racy there. And now we're seeing it happen here, folks. Things are starting to get cranked up here. Forrester, he's still your leader. They did all that work, man. I did all that work to get to the front. Now we got a caution. Now these guys are going to be on me again on this restart. Delaney, he's still there. Looks like third place, not Gazdick, but Jurek decided to come down pit road. He might be deciding to get some fresh tires and fuel here. Should be able to make it to the end of the race. Probably a strategy call here. Let's see if he's just getting, is he getting tires or just fuel? Looks like maybe just fuel going in the car. Don't see, okay, yeah, it is getting tires. There's the left sides going on. From this angle, we couldn't see the car up in the air for the right sides. He's down and away. That's going to put him down to the 10th position. Seth Warren also came in, so that kept him from falling further. Warren now on his way out, I believe. He's in 11th. Carl Deitz, he also came in, so a lot of those, some of those leaders there, they decided to go ahead and pit and get fresh tires, and probably thinking, you know, we may have just enough laps here when these tires start to fall off a little bit, and we may have a little something extra to see if we can catch that 24 and the 06, Forrester and Delaney. and Gazdick. Those three up there. They all pitted on. Well, see, Forrester and Delaney, they pitted on lap 90. Gazdick pitted on lap 91. So these tires basically are about 7 laps newer. Now, will that be enough to make a difference? And I think he's probably being told by iRacing to stay behind that 94 car. But sometimes the drivers get conflicting instructions from iRacing. One minute they'll say let a car by, but then they'll say go ahead and stay ahead of them. So, and you have to do what it says, because sometimes it'll give you a black flag for passing on the yellow if you just don't follow the instructions. Then eventually it'll get itself sorted out, which it seems like it did. And now he's moving up to where he's supposed to be. William Brown, he's on pit road. It looks like he's on the way out of pit road. He waited to, probably this is going to be one to go here. Get those tires just as fresh as possible. We're here lap 100. It'll be lap 51, I believe, when we go green. Let's go back up with the leader here. Let's see if the lights are still on the pace car. And I think they're just getting ready to cross the start-finish line. And, yep, they went out. So lap 102 will be racing once again. Less than 50 laps to go in this event. And it seems like the excitement is just going to start ramping up even more, folks. You've been watching the iRacing Sunday Night Fever ARCA Series. The Windy City 150 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Here they go, making their way down to turn 3. Lights off on the pace car. Now, okay, this is interesting, because I wonder if iRacing's kind of messed up again, because it's showing the second place like 32 seconds behind the leader, and that's just, we've seen that happen before. There's a pace car coming in. And they're racing once again. Let's see what happens here, folks. Now it's still showing Colin Forrester. Now it's showing Forrester as third. Ryan Sword now to the lead. And now we're still green, but it doesn't seem like he's going full speed there. Not sure what's going on here. I see the green lights we don't have any yellow lights on, but it definitely doesn't seem like he's going full speed. He's only going 137 miles an hour. So interesting. They may be trying to get something sorted out here. He's going quite slowly. You know, maybe it's just Sword. I'm not sure what's wrong there, but he is definitely off the pace. The rest of the field is going right on by. And looks like iRacing has sorted itself out. Those gaps now are only like 10 seconds, showing him there, and then Delaney second in place there. Big battle here between Delaney and Forrester. Oh, somebody just shot down. Who was that? Was that Sword? Ryan Sword. Yeah, he shot down to the apron there. Ryan Sword definitely having some kind of problems. He just does not be able to get the handle on that car anymore. It's I'm wondering if he has some sort of damage. The car seems to be okay, but he is definitely falling off the pace for sure. Meanwhile, there's Delaney. It looks like timing and scoring's kind of worked itself out. I thought Delaney and Forrester were the leaders anyway, but you see how that timing and scoring sometimes gets a little confused, and that finally sorted itself out. So this here is the battle for the lead. John Delaney and Colin Forrester. With Alec Gazdick there not too far behind, about 1.5 seconds. He's battling Gino Morrow and Sean McLaughlin, trying to catch those two lead cars. That's Hofstetter directly in front of him. That's a lapped car. Then Forrester is in front of that lapped car. Oh, somebody's in the wall. Who is that? Is that they're going to pass him here? That was Delaney. Delaney's in the wall, trying to get a lock on him here. And did Delaney's connection also fail? He's showing out as well. Wow, that's going to be the second guy who's succumbed to the internet gremlins here tonight. Wow. That's going to put the lead there to Colin Forrester. And that just made life a lot easier for the 24 car there. Wow. I mean, it can happen, folks. I mean, I've seen people lead a race and on the last lap lose their connection, and all of a sudden they're gone. And, you know these guys are not happy. Yep, Delaney, he's now showing 19th position, 1 lap down, and that he'll continue to slide down the order if he's indeed lost his connections. Now, I've had that situation where, you lose your connection, and if you're able to get back in, it only seems like it's been a couple of minutes, but next thing you know, you're 5 or 10 laps down, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So Colin Forrester, he's your leader, and he's enjoying 1.8 second lead over Alex Gazdick. They're at the 3 car there. He's had a little bit of, I guess you could say, good luck. Somebody got into the back of him early on in the race, and that could have ended up bad for him, but he was able to regain control of the car. So definitely Lady Luck on his side right now, that's for sure. And he's got Hofstetter right there in front of him. Now he's not battling Hofstetter for position. Oh, Hofstetter getting a little wiggle there. You don't need to hit second place. Gazdick will try to hurry and get by, and he does get by he's just about by the 99. Not quite. Boy, it's close, man. It almost looked like the 99 was about to tag him, but he does get by. And now he's got a clear path from him to Forrester, but dealing with the 99, that's made the gap now just about 2.2 seconds from the 24 car. Seth Warren now, he's also getting by the 99. Seth Warren and Gino Morrow. At 99 is not on the lead lap, and yeah, when the lead cars are coming like that, probably should move out the way. That's just my opinion. So here we go, lap 114 of 150. Colin Forrester is your leader. And I tell you, we've had some guys get bit by the internet. We've been all having some little internet problems here tonight. And I tell you, it's just it may not be over yet. Robert Ramsey had problems. John Delaney was leading the race and he touched a wall. For those of you that may not have been here and touched the wall, and next thing you know, he just pooped. He was gone. That gap now 2.5 seconds back to Gazdick. And boy, he's got a nice battle going on here with Seth Warren. Warren right down there on his inside too. Trying to find a good line to get by Forrester. I'm sorry, Forrester's Warren trying to get by Gazdick there. And now they're side by side. Looks like Warren's going to make the pass. Now put him in to that second position. Let's see, Gino Morrow, he's trying to close in on these guys. He's almost a second behind them, though. Lights are now on here at Chicagoland. The sun is continuing to set. Morrow, he might be blinking just a little bit too. Let's look a little further back. There's Brian Chu. He's in the 7th position. And he's got a lap car in front of him and behind him. Ryan Sword would be his next competitor in 8th position. He's got Newman between him and Chu. Now look like Sword is kind of got things sorted out now. We saw him off the pace earlier. Not sure what that was all about, but he was definitely slowing down for some reason. Even got down on the apron, but he seems to be back up to speed and going along just fine here. Trying his best to catch the 95 of Brian Chu. Forrester and Warren continue to lead. Let's look back through the field a little bit more. There's Eugene Thorne. He's running in the 10th position. He's trying to catch McLaughlin there, Sean McLaughlin, for that 9th spot. Wilkerson's right behind him, Daniel Wilkerson, but he's just over half a second behind the 28 car. And there he is, and there's Wilkerson right there. Now we're on lap 121 of 150. Laps winding down here. It looks like Ryan Sword, he decided to come on pit road. And car's still blinking there just a little bit. Your leader Colin Forrester continues to lead. Now 2 seconds ahead of Seth Warren. Now when he's his closest, I think it was John Delaney, when he lost his connection, and that was his strongest competition there at the moment, when that happened. And I wouldn't say it's free sailing at all, because Warren, he's definitely trying to close that gap, and he's right on the verge of breaking that 2 second gap there. Let's see. Let's look back and see when they stopped here. Forrester, he stopped on 90. Warren stopped on lap 98. Oh, here he comes now. Wow, he's had to pit on lap 123. Now I wonder if this is a maybe fuel, because at this time around they'll definitely have enough fuel to make it. I believe they're running 50% fuel, so they'll definitely be getting fresh tires here. So we'll probably see another cycling around of pit stops. Oh, and he overshot the stall just a little bit. Cannot afford to do that at all. Left side's on, right side's on, left side's going on. And he's down and away. Let's see where he comes out at it. Right now he's in 6th position, a lap down. You know, all those cars in front of him are going to have to pit. And I tell you, that little bobble he made when he overshot pit road, his pit box, that could really cost him there. Because Warren was only 2 seconds behind him, and as long as he has Warren himself has a good pit stop, he may be able to benefit from that. So we might see him pitting here in the next 2 or 3 laps here. We'll keep an eye on that and see. Some more guys coming in. There's Sean McLaughlin. He's just leaving pit road. No, he's coming in. I think he's coming in. There he is. Yeah, he's making his way down. Is he coming in? Is he going out? Oh, he's just exiting. That's what it was. He was going through turns 1 and 2. And Warren is still out there. A lot of traffic. Lap cars not too much in front of him now. He just went by several lap cars there. Probably trying to stretch this as much as possible. Charles Jurek is behind him. He's almost 3.5 seconds behind this 70 though. There he is, and there's Jurek. He's coming on in now into his. Oh boy, he had to get on the binders quick there. Making his way down pit road. Boy, that looks like that's a long pit road. Sometimes it just kills you just coming down pit road, just creeping. It feels like you're just creeping forever. And finally comes all the way down to his pit stall there. Tires and fuel going on. There's the right side's going on. Warren is still out there. Now left side's going on. And he's down and away. And he'll slot out in right now 4th position. Next car, AJ Green, I think is going to get him there. He just goes by. Ryan Sword is behind him. He's just over a second. He might pass him as well as he gets up to speed. Sword did get by him. There he is right there. Just went by the 34. And then there's Brian Chu. Brian Chu is 1.2 seconds behind, but it looks like Jurek will get up to speed in time to stay ahead of the 95 car. Now here's your leader, Seth Warren. He's on pit road. Let's see what kind of pit stop he gets. Hopefully he did not overshoot his pit stall. Right now he's the leader. Forrester is like 31 seconds behind. He's making his way out. Creeping down pit road. He's about to lose it. Here comes Forrester. Forrester goes by into the lead. Gazdick follows him. Seth Warren re-enters right now in 3rd position. Might lose, fall to 4th. No, I don't think he will because AJ Green is about a second or so there. Oh, he's going to get him, though. There he is. He just did get him. But he's got those fresh tires, so, and I believe Green, last time he stopped was 122. Looks like he powers right by the 07. That's the 88 there of Wheeldon. Shane Wheeldon Sr. He's not battling for position. The 70 and the 07 are battling for position there for that 3rd spot. But yeah, he is 8 seconds back from your leader, Colin Forrester. But Alec Gazdick isn't. he is right there, and I mean right there. Now lap 132 of 150. They continue to battle along the area. There's Gazdick trying to run him down, making their way through the lap traffic. Let's look a little further back. There's Brian Chu in the 7th position. He's trying to catch Ryan Sword, just over a half second behind the 94 car. He's just about 2 seconds ahead of Sean McLaughlin. There's McLaughlin there in the 8th position. A little further back, there's Eugene Thorne, 9th. And I started to say he was followed by Matt Thorns, but Daniel Wilkerson just passed the 77 for the position. So Daniel Wilkerson now in the top 10. Him and Thorns right there in that 77 machine. They've got lapped cars around them. They're battling for that 10th spot. Now it looks like Thorns is losing a little distance there to Wilkerson. Now Forrester, he's close to half a second gap on Gazdick. Let's look a little further back before we get close to the end here, see where more of the drivers are. There's Frederick Hostetter running in that 14th position. He's got some cars that are on the lead lap in front and behind him, and then other cars further around him are laps behind him, so he's comfortably in the 14th position. There's 15th Jeff Wimmer. In fact, he's got some of the leaders right there getting around him. Forrester and Gazdick going right around the 12 car as we lock in on him there, so that will put him 2 laps down in that 15th spot. Now Weeks is behind him, Dean Weeks, but he's not on the same lap as Wimmer. But then Lucas Christensen is, and he's right there. Got a lapped car between him and Wimmer. So there's all kinds of battles, even if you're not on the lead lap. All kinds of battles going on throughout the field here at Chicagoland here tonight. And from the driver's perspective, you know, they have the relative up. It looks very similar to what you see on your screen there on the right-hand side. And what they want to see, okay, it's saying, is the race over? It's saying lap 40. That can't be right. It's saying lap 40 of 150, showing the checkered flag. That can't be right. There's got to be 10 to go. Something really strange going on. Maybe it is over. He's spinning. And our timing and scoring is saying that it's definitely showing 10 to go. So, boy, it's been a strange night here, folks. But you know what? We're just going to have to go with that, not what it says on the screen there, but the 24, he knows that it's over. That's strange. I've never seen that happen before. You know, sometimes you see some strange stuff, but hey, there's nothing strange about winning the race, and that's. Oh, and pardon me. While I try to have a celebratory donut here, Colin Forrester, your winner, folks. And while he's celebrating, we'll see if we can get some of these guys up in into the winner's circle if they're in the chat here. Let's see if we can find them here. We're looking Forrester, Gazdick, and Warren. Let's see. Now we have quite a few drivers in the chat tonight, and just a matter of finding the ones we're looking for. There's one right there. I just saw. Let's see. We'll move him up. Seth Warren up to the winner's circle. We're looking for see if we can find Forrester and Gazdick. And I don't see Forrester or Gazdick in the chat, so we may not be able to speak to them. And so what we're going to do then, we might wait a second, because some of these guys, sometimes they will go and they'll when they finish the race, then they'll get in the Discord chat. And so we'll give him a second here to see if he makes it in or not. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he did come in there, so let's head on up there. Okay, folks, we're in the winner's circle here. We've got first and third place at the moment. Hey, Colin, man, great race, man. Things got a little wild out there for a while, but managed to bring it on home.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild race. You know, it was just kind of avoiding wrecks, but also making sure I just didn't screw up myself. And yeah.
How was the car handling out there tonight?
It was pretty good. I mean, on the long runs, it got tight, but I was just able to manage it and not hit the wall.
10-4, man. And was it more of a thing of, was it more the tires being an issue, or was it fuel? Because y'all had 50% fuel, right?
Yeah, we had 50% fuel. It was more of the tires wearing. But when we pit, it was definitely for the fuel. Because it was 50%, so we could run like 30-ish laps or so.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure some of those cautions, maybe you didn't want to see them, and other times it might have helped you.
Yeah, the first caution I was okay with, because I just wanted new tires, because tires wear super fast on this track. And on that second caution, I was happy with that one because I was in the lead, so I got to do the restart. And yeah.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'll give a shout out to AJ. He's my sort of teammate in a different league. He got a top 5 too, I think. So yeah.
10-4. All right. Well, congratulations. We'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
10-4. Hey, Seth, you got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, you managed to get home there in third. And how'd you like the race out there tonight?
Yeah, definitely interesting. Coming from like a esports kind of setting, like just running with like average guys, like these guys got some real talent, to be honest. Like I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, man, I tell you, and like some of it, just like I guess the way those pit stops, exchange, a lot of green flag pit stops. It seemed like the majority of them were green flag.
Yeah, I noticed that the time was winding down, so I didn't know if the server was based off of laps or time. So when I saw it was winding down, I was like, when I pit, I was like, oh, I'm done for. They got it.
Right. Now, that might be what happened, because from our screen, it looked like you had 10 laps to go, but it might have reverted to a timed race, and that would explain why it finished, because we're showing 140 complete of 150. So that might explain what was going on there. And but yeah, man, congratulations though. And anybody want to give a shout out to?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my partner Gino. He kind of messed himself up going into pits last time, so that was definitely interesting. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, 10-4. But congratulations anyway, and we'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Okay, folks, I guess that's. Oh, wait a minute, Alex in there. Let's go back. Hey, Alex, you got in there. Second place, Alex. Alec Gazdick. You got a copy?
I got you.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, what do you think? He kind of had kind of a crazy weekend anyway, right? With some interesting stuff happened in the trucks, I think, as well.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend. It was my first weekend in the truck series. Unfortunately got loose and got into some contact with another guy, but it's all good. We'll get him next week.
10-4. But you enjoyed a win last week, and so that almost made it number 2 to this week.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna make it number 2 this week. My tires are feeling pretty good at the end there. Something was messed up with the lap count, I guess, and I was showing there's 10 to go, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think it might have reverted to a timed race because of the time, and that may be because we were showing the same thing, and that's probably what happened there. And so yeah, but it's all good, and that may be something to keep an eye on in the future. Just the time remaining in the race, that may affect your strategy, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I really never even thought about that. I always raced the last lap, but I guess I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Right, 10-4. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I don't know. I got no one. Can't think of anyone right now. But always Rhea, as always, for putting up a nice race.
There you go. And well, congratulations on that second place, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, my guy.
Okay, now see you, man. Well, folks, that's going to do it, man. Wow, what a finish! And we're gonna go ahead. Let's bring up the finishing order here for you. Let's move to a clear screen here, and so we can bring that up for you. And we have the finishing results here. Colin Forrester, your winner. Alec Gazdick, second. Seth Warren, third. Charles Jerick, fourth. AJ Green, fifth. Brian Chu, sixth. Ryan Sword, seventh. Sean McLaughlin, eighth. Eugene Thorne, ninth. S. Daniel Wilkerson, 10th. Matt Thorns in 11th place. 12th is Ismael Martinez. 13th, we have Mickey Newman. And 14th, we have Frederick Hofstetter. 15th, Jeff Wemmer. 16th, we have Lucas Christensen. 17th, we have Nick Cannon. Dean Weeks is in that 18th position. And then 19th, we have Shane Weldon Sr., Stuart Dalton, 20th, William Brown in 21st position. 22nd is Lindsey Lyles. Gino Morrow, 23rd. Jason Ricketts is 24th. Poppy Jean Duda finished 25th position. David Corshane is 26th. Roland Landry finished 27th position. Albert Hewins finished in 28th position. And in 29th, we have John Delaney. I think he's one of the guys that had a connection issue. Poor John, he just lost. He was up there battling for the lead and just lost his connection, and he was gone. And so put him in 29th spot. 30th is Ricky Montgomery. Carl Deitz is 31st. 32nd is Albert Packard. 33rd is Michael Lester. 34th is Travis Eccles. Eddie Rivers is 35th. Bentley Glazer 36th. Tommy Boy Taylor finished 37th position. Derek Cook finished 38th. 39th position, we have Brian Dixon. Gary Armijo 40th. Robbie Bice 41st position. Rhea Ferris. Now I believe she was she might have been adminning tonight. I don't think she was actually racing, but she's in the server, so it's showing her as 42nd. Robert Ramsey, he also, I believe, was doing some admin work, and that's why they're showing 42nd and 43rd, respectively. So, folks, that'll do it, and we want to thank you for joining us here tonight for the iRacing Sunday Night Fever ARCA Series. And I tell you, it's been an awesome race here, and we, as always, we're glad. Also, thank you to Duda's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for their support as well. And so for everyone here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.